Hey guys, welcome to part 6 of the road to Mega Man 11. I'm ShadowRock and I'm here with MegaQuint to play Mega Man 6. Hey man.
Hello everyone.
Real quick MegaQuint, you want to tell them what you're all about?
Well yes, I have a YouTube channel that is centered around uncommentated Mega Man playthroughs. At this moment, I currently have almost every game done except for Star Force 3, which should be wrapping up sometime this week.
Nice. That said then, let's get this game started because this is our third time on this rodeo. Oh god.
Yeah, gotta love those retakes.
Yeah. In the year 20XX, two guys try to beat Mega Man 6 3 different times because of technical difficulties.
It's a good thing this game is so short.
Yeah, I know, right? I think the last one we did it in an hour and 5 minutes, so it's not bad.
Yeah, as long as nothing else goes wrong.
And you know, the later half of the classic series is a bit longer too because of the whole Double Fortress thing. Spoilers. Gee, I wonder who Mr. X is.
Very creative name there. Hey,
Yes.
Let's get rolling with Flam Man.
Flam Man. That beard is totally not fake. Oh boy. Yeah, Flame Man's design in this game is a bit... It's a bit unique. Yeah, it's got a turban going on and everything. Flame Man's design is definitely better than in Battle Network.
I was gonna say his design is very stereotypical here, but yeah, unique is a nice way of putting it.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, if someone's definition of unique is racist. Forgot to mention too, the oil in this stage when you're jumping through it, it's like boop 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 boop. Like so happy sounding. At the beginning of the stage, I also saw there was a block that you can only break with Power Mega Man, which is a new mechanic in Mega Man 6, the jet and power adapters of Rush.
Yeah, it's gone out of the days of Rush Coil and Rush Jet, at least just for this game.
Just this game.
Now you get to wear your dog.
Yeah, isn't that great? Man's best friend became man's best armor. And of course we also have the gimmick here with the oil. The fire guys will drop down little flames on it and ignite the oil.
Which basically just turns them into spikes.
Yep, it's pretty much spikes. Instant kill. But yeah, going back to that block that you can only take out with Power Mega Man. You want to tell them where you actually get Power Mega Man from?
Why, you actually get it from being Flame Man here.
Yeah. So it's like okay Capcom.
Now granted you can get over if you have Jet Mega Man, but at the same time.
Bit funny. And there's no real reason to backtrack in this stage because in Mega Man 6, oh my gosh, the extra life.
Yep, it begins again.
Yeah, we'll see how we do this time because my goodness, we were lucky the last recording. We got up to 9 lives, over 9 E-tanks. It was nuts.
And both Eddie and the enemies were being very generous.
Super generous. Of course, the epic flashy intro. Because, you know, these are supposed to be the most powerful robots. Of course, they gotta have the flashiest intro imaginable.
Now imagine if they got a double gear system.
Yeah, right? Guess the Mega Man 11 Robot Masters took that title. There we go. You know, not too hard for a first boss. Gotta watch out for the flame pillars that come up. You gotta know like where to stand.
Because it's all distance based.
Yep. And Mega Man shoots you in the face! Oh! Don't shoot at me, Mega Man. That's rude.
definitely the best get weapon screen in the NES game since they actually show off what the weapon does.
Yep. And then Mega Man 7 regresses in that regard.
Now in Japan, at least, they did the hit thing where, you know, Roll, Auto, or Dr. Light would tell you what they do and, you know, basically routine.
Yep. And then in the English version, just Dr. Light. We actually mentioned that in the Mega Man 7 video too, so nice.
Ah, got hit.
Oof.
Couldn't make that jump.
Don't think of it, these walrus type robots. They're like, send me your energy, everyone.
Hey, it's time to show off Power Mega Man.
Nice. It is time.
You lose a lot of range, but you have a very strong attack that can pierce guards and push enemies back.
Yep. I should mention my commentary is going to be very delayed because I'm watching a live stream for this. It's the only way we could get it to work. And I just saw him get hit back there, so that's how bad it is.
Somehow it seems kind of worse than last time.
Probably is. I wouldn't be surprised. Fire Blast though is a really good weapon.
Very strong.
Very, very powerful.
Decimates most mini bosses in like 4 hits.
Yeah. You know, it's a very basic projectile, but the damage output is insane, so it's definitely worth using. I love the Power Mega Man transitions too. The funny little things you can do with these guys. Then we have the ship here. I swear, a lot of Mega Man games like to do this ship thing. I know Mega Man Base has it.
Being real here, what the heck? What kind of ship rises in floors like this constantly?
Alright, the people working on this ship must be getting super seasick. That's just too fast. And there's like a little Power Mega Man secret there. You gotta hurry though, because the spikes will get you. I don't know how spikes go through the ship itself, but okay. NES logic.
Best not to question it. It's a video game.
Yeah. And the time bombs are here as well, for the first time in the series, as far as we know.
And they will never go away.
Never ever. These squid guys need to ink out.
Here's Blizzard Man himself.
Tentacular save. Over here we are with Blizzard Man. He only does like 2 basic attacks. The Blizzard attack, which is the weapon you get from him, and Rollout from Pokemon, apparently.
You know, think about it, the way that he uses the Blizzard attack in his fight is very like much a prelude to, you know, what the Wily Capsule does in 7.
Yeah, a bit.
Just not as fast.
Right. There we go. Fire melts ice.
Meanwhile, all we get is just a little spread attack.
Yeah, that's all you get. And it's the weapon that you use on the guys that hug the ground and go left and right. For some reason, it's never really explained why it works that way.
Of course, you can also just use the Power Mega Man suit.
That works too. It's like, it's one of those things that, it's like, how would you know the Blizzard attack works on them unless you try it?
Because it's not even like it's, you know, the bubble lead where it just crawls along the ground. It's just, no, just use the ice attack.
Pretty much. You could freeze them in place, maybe, but anyways, we got Plant Man here, my buddy Hiraj's favorite robot master. Pretty cool. Although not as cool as his Battle Network incarnation.
Well, thanks anyways, Eddie. I do kind of need that. No E-Tank or life this time.
Kind of think of it, I think a lot of Robot Masters in this game got Battle Network incarnations.
I think the only one who did was Centaur Man.
Yeah. And then you got Flame Man, Yamato Man, or should I say Japan Man from 3. You got Night Man, and Tomahawk Man, and Blizzard Man that all appear in 5. It's kind of funny actually.
Then again, I think 5's big focus was like a lot of Battle Network 2 callbacks. Because you know there's a lot of Navis there that appeared in 2 as well.
Yep, like Nightman and Shadow Man for
Magnet
1.
Man.
Oh yeah.
And Napalm Man.
Yep. Napalm Man and his tendency to destroy my mystery datas, but
yeah. It's not him, it's Colonel on the other version.
Yeah. Or should we say Motanic Man? We were talking about that too in the last recording about all the NT Warrior names, like Fridge Man, Vine Man.
And yeah, Yamato Man's the one who gets renamed in the games.
Yeah, for some reason.
Oh, him and Grid Man as well, but you know. Actually, not thinking about it. 5 probably has the most renames out of besides that.
Yeah, Japan Man is a bit weird. Oh, there's a life right there. Holy crap. So much for that. But yeah, Japan Man, I don't know why they named him that, because I guess they thought the kids they wouldn't know what a Yamato is, but even then, like Japan Man, that sounds a little racist.
Yeah. Don't worry, got to Mr. Yamato.
Literally Navy, like the whole concept of Mega Man 6 is all the Robot Masters are from different countries, so it's kind of funny that they went literally with it for Battle Network 3 down the line.
Also just called Plant Man Brazil Man.
Yeah. Flame Man, Saudi Arabia Man. And I just want to say at the end of the stage there, you saw like the flowers with the energy inside of them. It's kind of cute, little detail there.
Although not entirely sure how you're supposed to get the ones that are really high up without the jet adapter, so you get it from Plant Man.
Oh, here we go again with that.
Of course, usually it was because of the jet adapter that I went after Plant Man first, because I just wanted to fly.
I believe Mega Man can fly. Alright. Be him. You know, he's not a hard boss either. He just jumps around, launches the plant barrier, which we can't do. We can't do that.
Nope.
That's false advertisement right there. Yeah, it reminds me in, I think it's Mega Man 4, you get the Rush Marine adapter from a water stage, where it would have been helpful.
But at least there's more than one in that game. So there's still some use for it.
Some, but you know it would have been nice.
Yeah. Especially with those fish that tend to snipe you.
Yeah. And welcome to Texas, everybody. We got Robot Cowboys and our best friend Bullet, of course, from Mega Man Maker.
Get the feeling he's very popular in that game.
Yeah. There's one episode me and TGP recorded, and there's this, like, that guy, he shot a bullet, and the bullet kept coming with us for a few screens. We're just seeing how far it would go. Became our best friend. There's a Met dispenser. They love their Mets. Always.
Might start doing some weekend streams for Mega Maker.
Yeah, like they're adding a lot of new things to Mega Man Maker. I talked about before, Proto Man Base, the Wily Castle Challenge, which is like the 100-man challenge in Mario, but Mega Man style. And they also have the block dropper from Mega Man 11, so it's looking really good. Like, they have a lot of stuff in there now. And they also started adding some Mega Man 7 stuff as well, like assets from 7 and 8-bits, as well as some of the Robot Masters like Shade Man. So, it's really shaping up.
Speaking of 8-bit assets, wonder how long it's gonna take before someone makes a FC version of 11.
Right? Because FC versions do exist for 7 and 8.
But surprisingly not Mega Man and Base.
Yeah. I can't wait to see that 8-bit 11 as well. And speaking of, in Mega Man Maker, they have some of the weapons as well. Like, they actually improved on some of them as well. Like, Skull Barrier allows you to go on spikes, and Star Crash allows you to jump higher. So I like to see some 11 like Mega Man 11 weapons make their way in Mega Man Maker. Especially Thunderstorm. Thunderstorm is such a good weapon.
You mean Charged Storm Tornado?
It is. It really is. And if you charge it up with the power gear, it becomes a screen nuke. Also, hi Proto Man, bye Proto Man.
Only appearance in this game.
It's also the first appearance of the energy balancer.
And as just demonstrated on my end, it recharges your weapons even if you don't have it selected.
Yep. And you gotta wonder, where did Proto Man get that?
Who knows, maybe
Oh yeah.
he popped by Dr. Cossacks.
Maybe. I like that cutscene there too, where you switch from power to jet. It just shows them like switch weapon, you know, like switch the form, kind of like a transformer. Pretty cool. And you guys haven't mentioned already, yeah, Mega Man 6 has their branching paths. They sure love that. And some of them lead to quote-unquote true bosses because they're not actually different in the fight themselves, but they do lead to a beat part. Which unfortunately has been nerfed in this game too. The Buster and Beat, unfortunately, which were both amazing in Mega Man 5.
But the Buster is no longer as large as it is, and Beat does not target bosses.
Nope, none whatsoever. Punch, nice. When you punch him in the balls, that's gotta hurt.
Now we have the Silver Tomahawk, which is not exactly that silver.
You punched my silver tomahawk. And they're the B parts. This one's a pretty good weapon too. It arcs upwards, which is good for getting things out of the sky.
That's pretty strong too.
Yep. Now we have Japan Man himself. In this impregnable fortress. I think we've taken care of most of the easy Robot Masters by now, except for Wind Man. He's pretty easy too. But there was Flame Man, Blizzard Man, and Plant Man, which are all very fair choices to go after first. So I can appreciate that about Mega Man 6, that there's a lot of choices for how you want to tackle the stages.
I also will say it probably has one of my favorite soundtracks of the NES games.
That's true. It's pretty darn good, especially the final boss theme, which we will get to. Oh yeah, and this guy, the Frog Mini Boss, he only appears again in like the Power Fighters.
Well, the frog
And
itself, not the guy riding it.
Yeah, his dad, Shadow Man, rides it. There's another branching path for you. Punch, punch, punch.
Definitely the stage with the most divergent paths out of all of them.
Yeah. While the other branching paths are actually pretty short. And there's one Mr. X's stage, which hopefully we'll get to show off again.
Hopefully.
Makes the stage so much shorter. Man, these guys with the spinning spears. Oh man. People love to place those guys everywhere in Mega Man Maker. Takes forever.
Yes, how about the Sniper Joe placements?
Oh my gosh, they love Sniper Joes too. And the thing is, in Sniper Joes and the NES games have so much health. It just takes forever. We are with this man.
I've seen plenty of fan games that love to just spam Sniper Joes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, didn't Gemini Laser recently make one where you actually play as a Sniper Joe?
Yeah, oh Joes.
Oh Joes. And of course they're back in 11 too.
And they brought their mechs back with them.
Yep, straight from Mega Man 2. They're not as bad as Mega Man 2, thankfully, but they're there.
I swear I saw in one of the preview videos for Blast Man's stage that you could like snipe them out of their suits. But that might have just made me see things. I haven't actually rewatched it.
I think you can actually, yeah.
Huh, fitting. Snipe the Sniper Joe.
You sniped him. Nightman! It's a good thing this Nightman doesn't have stone body.
No, he just has a regular shield.
Pretty much.
But this Nightman can also aim his Night Crusher.
Anywhere he goes. You're like Nightman EXE, he just throws the Night Crusher forward and just goes on and on to the great beyond. Doesn't even go to retrieve it, just respawns. I do like, think that's pretty funny about Yamato Man. Is like he throws the spear out and then
He has to go grab it.
yeah, he's got to go retrieve it.
Even
like,
though
wait
when
a
he
second.
jumps in the air, he can throw 3 of them at the same time.
Yeah. Yamato Spear is it's pretty good. I mean, it's another very basic projectile. It's something I'll say about against the weapons in this game is that they're just basic, you know, you just shoot it forward projectile, but they do have different properties, like Yamato Spear can pierce enemies. Is that for the Mets?
Nope. It's basically like a better needle cannon, just without the rapid fire.
Yeah, pretty much. What the heck are these guys coming out of the little jars?
I don't know.
It looks like a Nuzleaf, or no, not a Nuzleaf, a Seedot from Pokemon. Nice sky we're having today. Oh yeah, these dudes, it always looks like their glasses are coming off.
Well, they do come up when you shoot them.
Yeah. I don't know if they're actually glasses, it just always looked that way to me. There's a preview to the Springman stage.
And the upcoming
Bounce
Bounce
Man.
Man.
Yep. Alrighty. And this one is pretty lame. You just attack it with the power. I almost said Power Gear, but Power Mega Man.
It is gear in a sense.
It is. It does basically the same thing. It allows you to pierce stuff. I do like that change in Mega Man 11. Now the charge shot can stun shielded enemies. It's really nice.
Taking a cue from X8.
Yeah. That's true. Speaking of piercing, we pierced his shield.
Something you do with the Yamato Spear, because, you know, otherwise you have to wait for him to attack you.
Yep.
Or you hit him while he's jumping.
And we get the Night Crusher. Another beat.
And another one I've just dropped in Centaur Man, who I just noticed in his stage select said its ability is unknown. So who knows, maybe he does have something to do with the floating water in his stage.
Yeah, what kind of science is this? It's only in his stage too, and it's upside down water.
Like, yeah, eat your heart out, Gravity Man.
Yeah, pretty much. They just revived Gravity Man from the dead and asked him to help design this level. Wow. Oh dear. Well, the stream just caught up for me. Apparently it was very behind.
That's odd. Not showing any dropped frames, so I'm not sure what happened.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, it's still going super fast. It's like you have to hyper slide now on my screen.
I think my exploit video has actually caught up to me as well, because I noticed it was a little behind like you were. So maybe that's why there was so much of a larger delay. I was just trying to catch up.
Well,
That'll be amusing.
I guess so.
Okay, Eddie, what the heck?
Eddie Plus! You gotta give us our E-tanks, man.
Yeah, I haven't even used that many weapons right this time.
Yeah, that's right. You know, you said before, like, you're a special weapons user. You like to use them.
Yeah, I'm not as I forgot the term I used before, but I do tend to use them a lot more than most people do.
I think the term was liberal.
Yeah, that.
These cloud guys remind me of the other cloud guys from Snake Man stage from Mega Man 3.
Like, my big thing with special weapons is, while Buster only may look more impressive, I think using the special weapons just looks cooler.
That's what Mega Man's all about. It's like they gave you all of these toys to play with. Why won't you play with them?
For the same reason I'm going to be using the double gears in 11, because, you know, I very well could do it without actually using them at all, but I want to.
Oh, it's definitely possible. But again, they give you the tools. Why not use them, at least for your first run?
Especially if it looks cool.
It does look cool. And the gears get better and better as you play. I can't say why.
Hmm.
Get another weapon. And this one's just a screen nuke. Because why not?
Yeah, not showing off there, because Centaur Man was just intent on just trying to trample me. But when he uses it, it freezes you.
Pretty much. Yeah, I love that music. Okay. Now we got Windman. Who, while the boss itself is pretty easy, his stage is deceptively... It's pretty hard, man. I mean, not the hardest ever, but it did trip me up when I first played this game.
It actually makes use of physics.
Yes. Wind physics, no less.
And there's actual momentum to them. These little fans here make you fly up. But if you're at a downward momentum when you get on top of them, you actually do go down a little before you start going back up.
Yep, and later on they'll start throwing in spikes into the mix. You know how much Mega Man loves their spikes.
As Project Cross Zone has showed us, it's an actual phobia.
Yep. Nice. Sniping with the Crusher. Yeah, like again, how would you know that the Blizzard attack works against those guys?
Just gotta try them out.
Pretty much. I mean, like, for example, we already know that Impact Man's weapon works against those same kind of type of enemies, and that actually makes sense there because the spike would pierce them, so.
Plus, there's a lot of force behind that as well.
Yeah, exactly. Here's, like, the Blizzard attack doesn't look very good.
Very strong.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, snowflakes.
Being real, it's not actually that strong. Its attack power is actually kind of low.
Does remind me though, I tried this Mega Man 6 mod out recently. It's like a weapon randomizer. Every screen you transition, it changes your weapon to another one. And it creates some very interesting situations where you just gotta know how to use the weapons.
I might have to try that out sometime.
Yeah, I found it a lot of fun. I might even stream it one day, who knows. I think, I know you can have beats for a screen too. So, if you get beats on a boss room, have fun with that.
Yeah, speaking of whom, we got beat after we beat Centaur Man.
Nice.
Very unceremoniously.
Pretty much. It's just, he's just like, here we go. I mean, it was the same way in Mega Man 5 as well. You get the last letter, and he's just there in your screen.
Yeah.
You know, like, real introduction to Beat. If you want to know his backstory, you gotta read the manuals or look up the wiki. But basically, Dr. Cossack created Beat for Mega Man because Dr. Light got kidnapped by a fake Proto Man in the last game. So he's like, okay, I'll help you out.
Let's give you the best tool I've ever made.
Yeah, like, Beat was amazing in Mega Man 5, but then he got nerfed in this game, and then after that, he became an item you buy in a store, and he doesn't even help you in battle, he just saves you from pits.
Yep.
It's a shame, really. Here we are, Mr. X!
And his X castle. It's like, yeah, very ambiguous there.
Yes. This castle is either infinitely amazing or infinitely suckage.
So yeah, first screen, first moon. Very standard.
First moon. Yes. Probably the real moon.
And now, over to the left there, the blue moon.
Blue moon! Now where's my red sun?
Gonna have to wait till like 2004 for that.
No! It's funny because I actually was there for Battle Network 4 when it first came out.
Funny enough, I didn't actually start Battle Network at the original one. I started with 3, but that's like way after it came out, like after the anime started airing.
Yeah, I remember the anime was already airing when I got into it. I started with the first one. Then I got 3 for Christmas. And I got 2 like a little bit after that. But technically I beat 2 first because I got stuck on 3 sometimes.
Believe it or not, I was one of those scumbag friends. You know, the one who borrows games, quote unquote.
Oh, I see. You're one of those people.
It was unintentional because the thing is, he never actually asked for it back.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So yeah,
I'll tell you.
my copy of Bound Orc 3 White was how I started, and that's wasn't even mine to begin with.
I have a funny story about borrowing games. So like, I think like Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green came out, and one of my friends had Fire Red. I asked if I could like try it out for a night, so I did. I played it a bit. Think I beat a gym or something and saved though, but oops. But anyways, I think I liked it so much that like, the next day at school, he's like, okay, can I have my game back? Oh, sorry about that. I actually left it at home by accident. I'll get it back to you tomorrow. So I did that. But I did return it to him the next day. But, you know, I was a scumbag.
Unfortunately, my scumbaggery didn't end there, because that's also how I got Bound Orc 5, which was the next game I played.
Oh, man.
Thankfully, every other game I own is bought by me, but still.
Yeah. When I was younger, a lot of my games actually came from my uncle, because he would play a game and get tired of it very quickly. He'd be like, here you go, you can have it now. Like, yay. And that's actually how I ended up owning Mega Man X5, because I would play it like every time I went over there. And my uncle was just like, here, you like the game so much, you can just have it. And there's a lot of other similar stories of other games.
Believe it or not, my gaming story starts with my grandma.
Oh, that's nice.
And she's the one who got me into most series I'm into today, including Mega Man.
Yeah. Also, there's a yellow moon for you.
Yeah, that's the special not released version. It was cancelled.
Yeah, you have your grandma. My uncle was my gateway into gaming, more or less. My parents were there too. They had a Super Nintendo at our apartment way back in the day, but I still have that Super Nintendo too. Other than that, like, my uncle was like the main gamer in the family, and I kind of took after him. I would say I'm like more into gaming than he is at the moment though.
I can imagine.
Yeah. I mean, my god, I'm a YouTuber now. Of course. Makes sense. There we go. There's Mr. X. Okay, got our first boss. Forget who it is.
He's the wall crawler.
Oh yeah, there he is.
Like, no, it's not Spider-Man.
No. I know we were talking in the last recording too about how like there's just some robot bosses in Mega Man that just like these random mechanoids, they're cold, soulless machines.
Like, the latter half of the NES games, their fortress bosses don't have as much personality as the previous ones. Especially 6.
Especially 6. And we talked about like robot rights in this game, Classic Series, and the Mega Man X series, of course, with Reploids versus humans. And we were wondering, like, how do mechanoids come into the mix as far as rights? Because they're all robots at the end of the day. So what's the difference?
And if command missions ain't anything to go by, they're able to talk.
Yeah, that's right. It's not something that's not really explored as much in Mega Man games. How we doing on E-Tanks and lives, by the way?
9 each.
That's good. So it's pretty much on par with last time.
Oh no, it was near as fast as before. Because Eddie's being a lot more uncooperative.
Yep. I think we just got the god RNG with Eddie last game.
Tapping into his inner Mega Man 5.
Yep. like we were saying, people say Mega Man 5 is easy, but man, look at how much they still give you lives and E-Tanks on a silver platter in this game.
Arguably just as generous as Mega Man 3 was. Probably more so.
Yeah, I would say so. Even I don't remember having 9 in Mega Man 3, so...
Well, probably because you had to spend them all on Doc Robots. But
that's true too.
by the time you get to the fortress stages, they're just handing them out to you.
There's so much damage, your hitboxes are so large. And then we got, you know, like new mechanics in the Mr. X stages, I should say. It's pretty cool.
Something not really done often in these games.
E-Tank. Look at that, it just hands it to you. Here you go. You found the secret path, here's your E-Tank.
It's not even like it's a reward for having a power adapter, since it's mandatory.
Yeah. Because, you know, you're right, it is mandatory, you get it just by playing. So... and man, imagine doing this without the jet.
A lot more time consuming, so you have to wait for the platforms to actually get to the right position. But even then, not sure if you can actually make the jump.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, the seesaw stuff. Oh yeah, that guy at the end before the shutter, he's such a troll. Like, you could actually die there. It will happen.
Odds are if this was Mega Man 11's knockback, I probably would have died there.
Maybe. I have more of a problem with the stun than the knockback. I think 8 still has the worst knockback in the series.
It's also like the only one that's purely horizontal.
That's true. Of course, we gotta have our Met bosses.
Instead of making it big, let's just give it its own giant mech suit.
Yeah.
Kinda makes the Met itself kinda pointless.
Well, we had our fun in the last couple games with all Met stages. It's always fun to see, like, each game, how many different Met designs they come up with.
Yeah, oddly enough, that last stage did not have a single Met in it.
That's funny, yeah. It's like the Met was the boss all along. Oh, them cannons, though. There's another section where they just hand you an E-Tank. Like in this. Just right there in plain sight. I mean, they're always in plain sight in Mega Man games, but it's like...
well, not always, because in this game they're hidden behind some blocks.
they're still in your way.
Yeah.
They're like, it's like, oh, I just randomly got an E-Tank, okay.
Speaking of...
I know for sure, like, based on the Blockman demo at least, in Mega Man 11, you got work for your E-Tanks.
Or you can just get lucky and get that roulette item.
That's true too, and I think like someone showed off on Twitter recently that you can actually use the speed gear to slow down the roulette so you can get what you want easier.
I technically showed that off back when the demo came out, but nobody noticed.
Yeah, it's like one of those things you wouldn't really think about offhand, but seeing it makes so much sense. Okay, there you go.
Especially one of those few cases where you just grind for E-Tanks from enemy drops.
Yeah.
But I never thought that would happen.
That's true. You know, it's not always E-Tanks either, because the roulette is actually pretty random what's actually in it. It could be like all energy, or there could be E-Tank somewhere in there, so there's still a luck factor to it.
And there's another life.
Alright. So many.
So generous.
Yeah.
There's another E-Tank.
If only this luck carried over to the lottery, as I keep saying.
Alright, let's let Beach shine for a bit here. Let's deal with his fakes.
Our favorite bird. You're gonna do some good work. Man, Beats on a roll, boy. Just bodied everything. Showing those fake beats. Who's the real one? That cannon there too can also troll you.
And resurrects himself. And his giant punching bag.
Hooray! Hey, you're just now entering the room. Now my end.
My scheme for world domination has failed. Failed.
Failed. Oh my god, start the Wally!
Gasp.
I love his reaction. He goes, he just sits back.
You just inputted 8 big gasps in there, and it just fit just fine.
Exactly. And of course the eyebrows.
But then just a quick jump cut to the castle. No bit in the sauce or anything.
Yeah, it's pretty quick. And then we have like this Japanese temple going on for his castle.
So the game is almost like, you know the routine, let's get this over with.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I was the bad guy all along. Now come get me. That's why in 11 they don't even play around. They're like, yep, it was me from the very beginning.
And it always will be.
Always. Dr. Wily will always strike back. Just like Mewtwo, apparently, even though he struck for the first time in that movie. Alright, there we go. Oh yeah, we're gonna show up the... There's a secret here as well.
It's gonna slow my descent with the jet adapter. Ooh,
Yep. Nice! I don't see it yet, but nice! Actually trickier than it looks.
Oh, I missed the E-Tank! I can't believe I actually missed it!
That's a fine, we got 9.
Yeah, but it could be 9 even more.
Yes. 9 is definitely better than 9. So much energy. So much stuff.
So many power-ups.
There's so little time, man.
You know, admittedly, I am gonna miss the little pause from picking pickups, but I can understand why it's not there in 11.
Speedrunners won't miss it.
Yeah, I bet they won't.
I was watching KO Parts first run through the demo. He was like, "Oh my god, that's godlike. That doesn't stop you." Need to bring that man on for a video someday.
Maybe for the eventual road to Mega Man X9.
Yeah. How likely do you think an X9 is at this point?
I'm seeing it very possible.
Yeah. It gets me that you have Kazuhiro Tsuchiya saying, you know, Mega Man X9 is not in development yet, but I'm not saying that we didn't do anything either.
Like, Capcom has actually given me hope Something that I haven't had for 10 years now. Well, 8 years.
Yeah, that little, you know, that little cheeky hint. It's like, I'm pretty sure it's in pre-production at the very least, and they'll probably greenlight it for full production if this game does well, Mega Man 11.
So I found a blind spot for the dragon here. This spot right here. Cannot hit you at all.
Yeah, I love how you just punch the platforms back to him. So hilarious.
Does as much damage as a regular lemon, but hey, it's funny.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you just do so many funny things with power. Can't do that so much in 7 anymore because Super Adapter combines both of the aspects and it just launches your fist forward.
But Rocket Punch is still very good.
It's very good. Does a lot of damage too. Another free E-Tank, jeez. My gosh, game. And oh dear, the ice physics are back.
Yeah, but only for this one screen.
Yeah. For some reason.
I think, but this is also like the only appearance of the Yoku blocks in this game.
Yeah.
Gotta have them at least once, but also very skippable.
I've been noticing this trend too, like, the first few Mega Man games love their Yoku blocks, but as they progress through the series, they start to use them less and less.
8 doesn't even have them.
Yeah. You're totally right, actually. I mean, they start using them again a lot in 9 and 10, because again, the Mega Man 2 nostalgia, but...
Mega Man Base has them too.
11 doesn't have them as much either. Like in the pre-release coverage stages, like you don't see them at all. The only really spot we've seen Yoku blocks in 11 was in one of the trailers for like a brief second. So yeah, they're definitely like cutting back on those, and I don't miss them really. I really don't.
Yeah.
That's like one of those things that should just stay back in the 80s. No, my glasses. Not my glasses.
My glasses. I can't be seen without my glasses.
Jinkies.
Jinkies. Jeez, is that a kind of purpose field or something?
I guess so. And this guy is annoying to bust to run. You gotta constantly push him back. Alrighty, we make some good progress. Can we do sub-hour? No, I don't think so, but...
No. Now we have these fan enemies, like completely exclusive to this one stage. Not even Windman stage.
Yeah, that is pretty weird. It's like somebody forgot to program in some fans. Dr. Wiley's got those battle chips. Ooh, the fishies. Yeah, it makes me really anxious when you get these energies all of a sudden in front of a bed of spikes and it stops the game for a moment. It makes me really scared, like, oh man, this is gonna mess me up.
Yeah, it's always bad when you get one when you're jumping over a pit.
Yeah, it ruins your input.
I suppose that is one reason to not miss the pause in 11.
Yeah, right. Like going back to these old games, I definitely miss the right stick weapon wheel. It's so useful in 11.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be abusing that when I play.
Dude, it helps so much, especially for like when you're trying to speedrun the game. Just the ability to switch weapons on the fly, it's so good.
Plus the way that's actually set up in the game is a lot easier to remember than remembering the order the weapons are in.
Yeah, it's actually based on, like I point out in one of my videos, it's based on how the Robot Masters are laid out on the stage select screen. So if you memorize that, you know where all the weapons are placed.
Yeah, there's a lot of slowdown there. I haven't seen that much slowdown since Mega Man 3.
You're right. Like Mega Man 5 and 6 have been pretty polished. Although in 6 you can't cancel out of a slide.
Nope.
There we go. Yeah, basic refights. Just abuse their weaknesses. You start using their own power adapters.
And maybe that's what Centaur Man's legs are.
Oh, there you go. There's his freaking spike helmet. There you go, that's why contact damage is the thing. I always find, I think I was talking about this with someone too, that contact damage in games, it's one of those like video game logic things. It doesn't make much sense. Why would I get hurt from touching somebody? Unless they have like dangerous things on their body.
Ew, cooties.
Ew. Seizure warning.
I think there is a lot of flashing in this game.
Yeah, there is. Especially like the boss intros, Centaur Flash. Oh, we also talked about how Mega Man 4 through 6 all have a weapon that flashes. And 2 has one as well. So there's a lot of flashing weapons throughout the series.
Well, actually, funny enough, you know, Flash Man's weapon, Time Stopper, actually doesn't flash the screen when you use it.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Not to the extent that these do, for sure.
The irony.
Yeah. Although he certainly does in Bout number 3. Flash. So the Windman's weapon just like blows his turban off. Oh, my bald head.
Blows out his... You know what? The candles finally make sense in Bound North 3.
You know what? You're right. Blows out the candle. Remind me, does the wind and fan shifts work on the torches?
I don't think they do. It's all damage based.
Okay.
Of course, I haven't actually tried it, so I wouldn't know for sure.
Yeah. They definitely made things like that make more sense in 6, where you can blow out the candles of the haunted candle viruses.
Yeah, because that's when they actually had wind properly do something.
Yeah. Something other than blowing you back or forward. Well, here we are in the last one.
And our last obstacle, a Met Dispenser.
Exactly. Hey, what's your last line of defense? A Met Dispenser? Okay.
Hey, there's that life. Don't really need it, but thanks, Eddie.
Too bad B is not going to help us as much here.
Nah, because he does not target posits anymore. It's time for the best theme.
Yeah, boy.
It's like a 30-second loop, but who cares? It's awesome.
It's best final boss theme. Although 7 is up there too, that theme is not bad either.
It's very sinister, which is actually very awesome.
Very fitting.
Very fitting for what's gonna be the most hardest experience of your life.
Yeah. Also, not the lollipops. Oh! I just love how he shoots lollipops to defeat you.
It's mint swirl.
And, yeah, like, this is a very fitting final boss theme for what is actually the last game on the NES. Moonwalks, gotta love those too. This Wally Castle is huge actually, I just realized that.
Yep.
A big old target. Okay. Nope. I go Buster the whole way through.
And that's Wily Womped. Mega Man
Nice.
finally remembers to bring a rope.
Good thing too. You would have got away again.
But alas, Mega Man arrested the notorious Dr. Wily and brought him to justice.
At last.
Sentenced to prison for his crimes. Dr. Wily now rules over a prison cell.
Ha!
At long last, the world is at peace.
For now.
Yes, unfortunately, it's not that everlasting peace that we're still fighting for.
Yep, we wouldn't have 11 games now if we weren't still doing that. I mean, he did achieve everlasting peace for 8 years, so I guess us crying for a new Mega Man game ruined that. So sorry, Mega Man.
The only everlasting peace is in the network timeline. The robotics timeline has anything but peace in it.
Yeah, right. So many wars, all caused by one scientist who just wanted to make independent robots.
Of course, really, the main cause is, Dr. King, but that's a subject for another day.
That's true too. Should have never found X. Should have never made Reploids.
Should have, learned why X was going through so much testing.
That's true, yeah. He didn't really heed Dr. Light's warnings there. Like he says, like if X breaks the first rule, the first law of robotics, could be disastrous. And of course, he makes Reploids, and one of his creations does it. It starts this whole thing.
And technically, X did break the law of robotics. It's not our X, but X did do it.
Yeah. And Mega Man Classic almost did it. Almost.
But that's for tomorrow. Or, the next video.
The next video. I don't know if this will be up today now, because we had to redo this so many times, but hopefully.
But this should be the last time.
Oh my god. It's funny because at this point you've already recorded like all the episodes. Although we might do... If I could find someone to do Mega Man Base, we might do that too, as a bonus. But in a way, I should probably focus on my 11 review for now.
Yeah, your review code.
Yeah. And it's very hard not to talk about it.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
You were already dropping hints earlier.
Yeah, I was on a podcast the other day with Jump and Shoot, and they're like, did Mega Man 11 learn from the mistakes of past classic games? And I'm like, I know the answer, but I can't say anything. It's a thing sometimes, but we'll October 1st is almost here, actually. Coming up very soon. So when you're gonna get to hear all about it.
Cannot wait for Tuesday.
Oh, it's gonna be a thing. It's gonna be an exciting thing.
Kinda wish I asked for that day off from work earlier, but meh. I work nights.
Well, that's something. I think I also heard other people saying like they can't get the game for like a couple weeks.
And that's
That
unfortunate.
stinks. It's very unfortunate. Like definitely though, like support Mega Man 11 if you can, because we need the X9. Like they're definitely looking at this series to see if it's worth making more Mega Man. So this game has to do well.
Future lies in its hands.
Literally. We got all these credits here.
And who knows, maybe the next game won't be as safe, because while 11 is doing a lot of, unique stuff, it is still a very safe game.
It is. It is. Only 8 Robot Masters. Stuff like that.
To be continued.
To be continued. Well, that was Mega Man 6, everybody. Thank you, MegaQuint, again for joining us. And do you want to tell them where they can find you at?
You can find me at youtube.com/MegaQuint with a wide variety of Mega Man games for you to watch and enjoy.
Alright. Thank you so much. And to everyone else watching, thank you as well. And thank you for being patient because this video has been a long time in the making. And tomorrow we'll be playing Mega Man 7. So, that'll be a Red ZX. Until next time, rock on everyone. Have a nice day.